Select all the ratios that are equivalent to the ratio 12:3. Let's start by looking at the ratio 12:3. Let's see if we can simplify it. So I know that 12 and 3 have a shared factor of 3. So I'm going to divide both of them by 3, and we'll see what we get. When we do that, we have 4:1. So I've already found one ratio that's equivalent to the ratio of 4:3. Now I'm going to check out the next one, 24:6. There are a couple of ways I can think about this. I can follow the same strategy where I take 24:6 and I divide both of them by 6 because I happen to know that they're both divisible by 6. And this also gives me 4:1. You may have done it also by multiplying. Maybe you took 12:3 and you multiplied it. That's a possibility. And then let's take a look at 1,200-300. And I noticed that that is very simple to calculate using the 12:3 ratio. So if I think about doing this with multiplication, 12:3, and if I multiply by 100, that will give me 1,200 on this side. And if I multiply by 100 on the other side of the ratio, it will give me 300. So I feel like I found my 3 single ratios, and now I'm going to look at the answers and see which ones combine some of these and see if I can pick the right ones. These are the only 3 correct answers, 1, 2, and 3. And if you chose the answer of 4:1 and 2 and 24:6, so 4:1 and 24:6, as we know, are both equivalent ratios for the ratio 12:3. The reason why this answer is not correct is because you also needed to circle or choose the ratio 1,200-300. So if you got this one wrong, perhaps you didn't understand how to simplify 1,200 to 300. And so because maybe you didn't know how to do that, you didn't go ahead and circle that answer. It's relatively easy to simplify. Actually, both of these numbers have a factor of 100 in them. So if you divide both of them by 100, you're left with a far simpler ratio, 12:3. In fact, it's the original one that we began with. So if you can recognize that you have a factor of 100 in each of the 1,200 and the 300, it's pretty easy to realize that, yeah, you want to pick that one as well. So I would suggest for problems like this that you want to check all 3 really carefully. And then before you start working with ones that are sort of a combination, that might help you make better choices.